Everyone, I come to you in the most precious name of Abba Father, bringing you a word straight from the throne of grace. I want to chime in to give you this on-time message that the Father has prompted me to share with so many of you out there who are losing hope. Those of you who are in a space where you just feel like you're in a daze. Many of you are being whispered to by dark forces, dark spirits that are not of this world, spirits that are not of the Father. But this is where you must remember Ephesians 6 to put on the full armor of Yah. You have to know that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spirits, powers, and principalities and rulers in high places. So this is a time that it's very vital for you to go deep within your gut and know within your knowings that our Father will never leave you. He will never forsake you. Now, what's interesting, I came across this verse in the Bible where the Father led me to share with you. And it says that the Father will not leave you until He accomplished the things that He promised to do within you. So I was like, Father, hold on, this is kind of contradicting itself because you said that you will never leave us nor forsake us. And that's when the Holy Spirit prompted in my spirit that at this point, we will be strong enough to stand on our own, and the Father is not going to leave us, but He will stand afar off and watch us flourish, watch us fly with our wings that He gives us. And that Bible verse reads as such. That Bible verse is from Genesis 28, chapter 15, and it says, "And behold, I am with thee, and will keep thee in all places whither thou goest, and will bring thee again into this land. For I will not leave thee until I have done that which I have spoken to thee of." So in this verse, this is where Yah's promise to Jacob, when Jacob had a dream, in his dream at Bethel. And Yah was reassuring him of His divine protection for him, guidance, and faithfulness. And He was affirming His promises to Jacob, no matter where Jacob goes. He was wanting Jacob to know that He was always with him. And I know that this does not just apply to Jacob. This applies to all of us. So wherever you are today, the Father is prompting me to remind you in His word, through His power, through His might, to reassure you that you are divinely protected, you're divinely guided, and Yah's faithfulness affirms that His words will never return unto Him void. So wherever you are in the world, fret not. I'm doing my best to come on here to give you as many encouraging messages that I can. However, you have to be strong enough, beloved. You're going to have to stick your chest out. You got to put your tennis shoes on at this point. You have to ground yourself at this point. You have to, stand in your knowing that the Father is there with you. You have to stand in your knowing that you are backed by the powers of the kingdom of heaven. Because the times that we have not only stepped into, but are stepping into even further are dark. And when I say dark, I mean great darkness. As a matter of fact, the Father reminds us and reminds me to remind you that the 3 days of darkness is upon us. And at any minute, the 3 days of darkness is going to consume the land. Darkness has already taken over the hearts of mankind. And it's important for you to be in a space of your faith with our Father, that even if everybody on the whole planet falls off, you have to literally go deep within your knowing and say, you know what? If no one else serves you, Yah, if no one else serves you, God, I'm serving you. I'm down for you. I'm going to be faithful. So God, please don't leave me. If everyone else falls off, and if you don't come back in the clouds and send Yahushai, who many call Jesus, if you don't send Him back in the clouds for anyone but me, Yah, don't leave me here. Don't leave me here. Look unto my faithfulness. And the Father is so faithful in His word that He will do just that. If you are the only, like literally the last man standing on this plane of existence, and you are the only faithful one, you must know that your Father, our Father, is coming for you. Our Father is coming for us. Our Father is never going to leave us. Our Father is never going to forsake us. Now, the times that we're stepping into, the devil wants you to believe that you're on your own, that God has forgotten about you. But beloved, a lot of the tests that you're going through, those tests, they have come to make you stronger. They have come to make you wiser. They have come to shake up all the dust particles off of you, because those are the very things that could have kept you out of heaven. So you rather go ahead and go through it now, get the shaking of the dust off now, versus get up to the gates and hear, "Depart from me, I never knew you." You're working on the role of hearing, "Enter in, thy good and faithful servant." And it's not no walk in the park. Remember, very narrow is the way. And this is why you feel like you're alone. This is why you feel like no one else around you has the faith that you have. Even so many of you, you may feel like you can't pray anymore. You may feel like you're just tired. You may feel like you're weak. It's your environment. Check your environment. Is there clutterness in your environment? Are you playing praise and worship? Where is your faith in the living God? So many of you have lost faith in the Father because you're taking your eyes off of the Father. And Yah told you, no matter what happens, keep your eyes on me. And so many of you are too busy looking at your circumstances, and you're allowing the devil to lie to you and make you feel as if those circumstances are long term, when you were specifically told to store not up yourself treasures on earth where moth can eat it and rot it away. But yet so many of you, if you're losing your house, you're losing your home, or you may not have your rent, or you may not be able to pay this bill or that bill, or you're worried about a friend or a family that's not saved, your eyes have to be on the Father. Because the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, and he will use any and everything around you to distract you from what's important the most, and that is your salvation. That is your soul is at stake here. And this is why it's so important for you to know that whatever it is that you're going through, you must ask yourself, is it worth my soul? Whether it is you're worried about a child, whether it is you're worried about a family member that's not saved, whether it is you're worried about a job or losing a job, the Father promises us that he's going to take care of us. He promises us that if he takes care of the birds and he feeds the birds, how much more does he love us? You have to begin to self-pep talk yourself. Because one day these internet streets are going to be turned off. One day there's going to be no internet. There's going to be no phone. There's going to be no television. It's going to be you alone, or maybe with one or two people in that house, or in your car, or maybe in your shelter, wherever you are in the world. And you're going to be the only one there to encourage yourself. And not just encourage yourself, you're going to be in between walls, where you hear other people screaming for dear life, because whatever's happening outside of those walls is going to be very demonic, very evil. And you're going to be so afraid that you're going to begin to go into praise, and you're going to begin to go into prayer. But why wait till those things happen? Go ahead and be a part of your praise now. Go ahead and ask the Father to strengthen you now, because I can assure you that the strong man has gotten even that much more stronger. And the Father wants me to remind each and every one of us that it's our job, it is our duty to strengthen our inner spirit now like never before. Your fasting is more important than ever before. Your prayer is more important than ever before. Your praise is more important than ever before. And stop putting your eyes on your situation. Stop looking at what it is that you have versus looking at what it is that your Father can provide for you. Looking at what it is that your Father is going to provide for you, because he promises in his word that you're his child. He's not going to forsake you. Our Father loves you so much. You got to give him more credit than you've been giving him. All you got to do, remember, when praises go up, blessings come down. So do everything in your power to praise the Father, to give him glory, even if it looks like your situation is the most craziest situation on the planet. You made it through it 10 years ago. You made it through it 5 years ago, and surely you will make it through it now. But remember, keep your eyes on Yah.